Alright, let's take this channel further down this more ridiculous path. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy. Let me set the scene for you today. So I had a play session recently. I should probably clarify that means a period of gaming, because some of you have really weird minds out there. So I had a session which resulted in what you're watching right now. I was running about with a Tommy gun and having a damn good time, slaying some fools and just having a laugh with some friends. Nothing overall different about it for the most part, until I checked my messages. Now before anyone freaks out, no, I don't check my messages enough, and I do apologize if you've sent me one and I haven't responded. I just need you guys to be aware that keeping track of Xbox messages, YouTube comments, Twitter mentions and messages, emails and all that, everything else, well, I just can't reply to everything, but I do really appreciate them. So anyway, I checked my messages at one point during this session and I see just a 2-word message. Super simple, just staring me in the face. Report racist. What? Report racist? What did I do that was racist? This pleb apparently couldn't take a beating with grace. Like, do they think that I'm assuming their race and singling them out for, what, like virtual bullet-based punishment or something? Am I committing some form of gaming prejudice by killing them? And is that all they could really muster? Report racist? Because basic English would be, I'm reporting you for being racist. Although maybe I'm expecting too much of, people on the internet. That's entirely possible. But I would have thought that's not too much to ask. Regardless, I guess there are some special people out there, and I guess if anyone was going to be a little bit challenged, let's say, it would be someone willing to accuse another person of being racist because they got slapped about in a shooting game. Now I did then, for my sins, check out his stats, as his wonderfully crafted message got me curious, and as I've said many times, stats don't matter over fun. But if you insult me or something, then I'm going to use it against you if it seems befitting. And let's just say the dude is average, perfectly normal. I was kinda hoping he'd be a 0.2 KD shitter, but regardless, a little less time messaging other people about being racist or sexist or, I don't know, liking Care Bears or whatever other ridiculous stuff you say, and a little more time focusing upon your own game may see you performing better, and I wouldn't be laying fat dumps on you anymore. Now, I of course asked for more details from this individual, but apparently their communicative talents topped out at report racist. And so this got me thinking, what other messages do I have from down the years? And what messages do you guys have from down the years? Now that seems like a fun subject. So first off, I want to know your stories of messages. Please leave them in the comments below for me to read. I know some of you will have absolute gold to share. It can be on any platform for any reason, just please share them with me. And so, yes, I do have other messages. I talked about some of them in another video a long time ago, but nobody really watched it, and it's been quite a while, so screw it. Let's whip these messages back out for a bit of fun. I considered doing YouTube comments as well, but I didn't want you to all die from salt intake. It gets pretty toxic up in here at times. But I do post some of the funniest and most ridiculous ones on Twitter, so shameless plug, be sure to follow me on there. My Twitter handle is GetGoodGuyYT, and there's a link to it in the description and my pinned comment of every single video I release. Now, full disclosure, I've sent some pretty questionable messages before. I don't want anyone pulling this card out on me later, so let's just cover it here. I have sent the message, "Why you do me like that, bro? Your dad looks like a rejected Teletubby." Then to someone else I sent, "Oi, Stevie Wonder, try pulling the trigger." Oh, and to another dude I said, "Cheers for watching my back, I bet you have right floppy nipples." But in my defense, the guy did say I was right, so no harm, no foul there. But no, seriously, in my defense, I sent those as jokes for videos on my alternate account, and I did make that clear to each person afterwards so they weren't offended. I'm not that much of a douchebag. I don't tend to aim my rage moments at actual people. In fact, I think that's a totally ridiculous thing to do. Instead, I just punch a voodoo doll at Cardi B and get on with my day. It seems like an effective strategy for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But yeah, not everyone is well adjusted in that manner. There are plenty of people out there who send insulting, asinine, or just plain weird messages. So let's go through a little selection of what I've received. We'll kick this off with the dude that sent me a message just saying Hitler. That was the entirety of the message. I have no idea why. I'd be very interested in hearing why, but honestly, I'm not surprised by stuff like this anymore. You'll absolutely be able to understand why I'm no longer surprised after seeing a few of the other messages that I've received, but I do wonder what goes through people's heads? Like, is there some 13-year-old kid sat in his dark, dirty room just brainstorming things to send to me or someone else he watches? And is Hitler one of his top concepts? One he's damn proud of? I question these things, like probably too much, but I think about it. Next up, I feel like showing you an example of the ones that make me laugh due to purely how the message is composed. Here's an example. Do you even know to you are bad? Yep. Do you even know to you are bad? Like, do you know that video? Have you ever had a dream?
That you do.
That's what this makes me think of. Only this individual has managed to screw up their words whilst typing them, so that's just excellent work. But next up, shout out to the person who sent me hi on the 31st of January. I didn't get back to you for the reasons I explained earlier, but I did really appreciate you then sending me Xbox is gay a little over a month later. Now, two things. Number one, this person sent me that from their own Xbox account on their own Xbox. So just think about that for a minute. And then number two, let's actually treat this as a serious comment for a second. For a start, there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm tired of seeing that thrown around as an insult. If you're gay, that's okay, alright? But my main focus is, what does your Xbox have to do to be considered gay? In fact, what does any electronic piece of equipment have to do to be considered gay? I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on that. Leave them in the comments below and please be imaginative. Okay, now I want to show you this one. I love this one. This was from the time when I mainly played Destiny, and it opens with, "You're so bad." And that's the wrong "you're," by the way. It's YOU''RE that you're looking for. Anyway, it opened with that, and then there was a whole load of other stuff after it. But that's not why it's important. It's important because this was the holy grail of hate messages. The reason being is when you go onto this person's profile, it states there for all to see, "Reputation needs work." Yes, Xbox, thank you for having that feature. Moments like this are awesome because it's like someone having to walk around holding a sign that says, "I'm a tosser." Glorious. Oh, and special bonus for this one, that guy sent me that message over 2 years ago and his profile still says his reputation needs work. So I guess he's never matured past sending stupid messages online. What a douche. Now, no content creator can really consider themselves a content creator without accusations of cheating or hacking, right? In fact, it's almost a requirement to simply be considered a gamer these days, a rite of passage. Even the most average of average players sometimes receive such messages from salty little plebs. So as proof of my gamer status, here's an example for you. It just says, "Go away with your cheats." And then the individual showed that they basically didn't understand the game they were playing, as they'd rather accuse me of cheating than learn the mechanics of the weapon I was using. Top drawer stuff. Oh, now this one made me laugh too. I'll show you the key message he sent after explaining a little bit. So this dude was mad about something or other. It's not really important what. He said lots of stupid things, but basically he felt like I was a camper because I was controlling a key area of the map on Battlefield 1, I believe, and helped my team to beat his. Now, regular viewers know that I actually have a pretty aggressive playstyle, so this dude was just flat out raging without evidence and flexing his EP-ing. Now, the message that convinced me I didn't have to care what he thought was this one. "Move around the map and in your real life, fat virgin." Now, sometimes you just have to laugh at stuff. Now, there's nothing necessarily wrong with being either of those things, like within reason. I'm not going to explain that point. I'm sure you know what I mean. I'm not here to poke fun at anyone. Some people are fat, some people are virgins, whatever, right? But let's be realistic. The dude called Dirty Bastard sending hate messages and accusations about being a fat virgin because he's mad about a video game is far more likely to actually be the fat virgin. So if you're out there somewhere, Dirty Bastard, I pity you. Enjoy your sad existence. Then there are just the very basic messages such as reported. They didn't tell me what for, so I hope it wasn't racism again. If it was, then I'm going to be super confused. I'll have to start analysing my gaming habits. Do I need to ask people's race before doing anything to them in a game? Do I need to gain consent in 2019 for online games? It's a confusing world. Next up, there's the kid who sent me, "Yo, hi, you are good. Can you give my dog a shout out?" I'm baffled by this one, pal, but being asked for shout outs is a really regular thing I have to deal with. I'd say over half of the messages I receive either contain, "Can I get a shout out?" or "We should play together." I get that you're interested and invested in the channel, and that's awesome, but let's take a step back and really consider my side of that exchange. Imagine if I was shouting random people out in every video, or if I played with every single person that asked for it. How worthwhile would my content actually be? Not very. And would I ever have any free time or ability to play with my friends? Or really the ability to get any recording done? No. So just as a public service announcement, I dearly appreciate all of your messages, but asking for a shout out or to play likely isn't going to get you very far, alright? Good. I can lead on from that to this message actually. Can you please feature me in a vid? You can clickbait it. This one made me chuckle too. The term clickbait gets thrown around so much now that it's essentially a worthless term. And I just thought the sentiment was funny. Hey, play with me, then you can use it as clickbait. But at least it was an original attempt to get noticed, I guess. And actually this is getting pretty long now, so I'll close it out with one more that both confused me and made me laugh. It opens with, "Hi, I'm in your game," followed by, "I know your YouTube," and then closes with, "I'm not your sub or anything." What? Why would you take it upon yourself to say hello, let me know you're aware of my channel, and then make sure I understand that you decided not to subscribe? I'm just baffled by some of this stuff. Like, imagine walking up to Drake or Ariana Grande or whoever and saying, "Hello, I know your music, and I don't want to listen to it." Like, really? Oh man, this whole YouTube gig is such an experience, and now you have a little more of an idea of what it's like. So let me know which messages you enjoyed from this video. Plus, share with me your own stories of messages, and please tell me how an Xbox can be considered gay. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and join my Discord server in the description and my pinned comment. Here's the Board of Awesome for the epic people who support the channel on Patreon. They're all absolute heroes and I love them all deeply and of course, often. If you want to join them on the Board of Awesome, the link to the Patreon page is in the description and my pinned comment. And with that all said, I'm GetGoodGuy and I'll see you next time. Laters.